Alright boys, so welcome back. Hoping you guys are having a fabulous day here today. Just had a quick video which I wanted to talk about some stuff, because with recent banners, you've been definitely coming into a nice sum, hopefully, unless you get some bad rates, which, hey, some banners, alright, it happens, alright? Calm down, you might have got shafted, everyone else might have succeeded in this banner, but don't worry, your time is soon where you'll actually get something great. But if you were on the winning side of things, you probably walked away with a bunch of dupe coins, and you're wondering, hey, what should I do with them? And if you walked away with dark coins, alright, I want to talk about that also here today. Dark and light coins have a use, okay? But they don't have their main use, which I don't know if they're ever going to get that, but I wanted to talk about that here today, share that with you, because I got a lot of questions saying, oh, is there a purpose to these coins, or are they just separated to be separated? I don't know. Well, let me talk about it. Let me jump into it. And by the way, like and subscribe. Melly said so. We're almost there to 27k. That'd be pretty insane if we hit that today. Let's do it. So again, hopping over here to the coin shop, this is what it looks like basically, okay? You have your FES coins over here, platinum coins, rest of your coins. It's super simple. Now, on the FES coin side of things, alright? The first thing that I wanted to explain is if you were to go to buy something, they currently all filter under one coin called a FES coin. That is it. That is it. There is a different design on this coin versus this coin versus this coin, but so far they have not introduced a system to where you can theoretically exchange a dark coin for a dark unit or a light coin for a light unit. They just made the design, but I don't know in the future if they plan for anything with this. So far in all of our coin shops, never has there been a dark unit for purchase or a light unit for purchase. That just hasn't happened. Now again, we don't know in the future if this actually does happen. For me personally, I might save them, or Jazzy will save them. He won't exchange for anything. First off, he doesn't really need that much, and if he does get a regular FES coin, it's more lucrative to trade. Again, he thinks so. I think so too. In the future, they might do something with it, but who really knows? I know people are going and exchanging for new characters they might not have. For example, if they got like a 6/6 Melly by now and they don't need those dupes, they don't want them, or they got Liz and they don't use Liz like that, they're trading that away. They're trying to pick up Esterosa, maybe Zeldris, maybe Deanne over here, Gother, or someone of the sort. But the thing is, okay, yes, at this moment in time, there is no system to exchange these for their same like dark or light version, all right? There is no system of that. Yes, we have multiple characters now. 2 Meliodases, 1 Liz, 1 Escanor. So 4 characters that can and should be added to the coin shop, but they haven't been. So if anybody's been asking me, hey, okay, are they ever going to do it? We don't know. At this point, they haven't done it, and I don't know in the future if they will. They really haven't said anything when they ever talk about coin shop and dev notes. They haven't in months, in actually a very long time, about updating coin shop. So I wouldn't expect it anytime soon, but around like maybe, you know, beyond the next and, you know, future anniversaries, maybe they do add it later on after, you know, these coins become less lucrative and less kind of useful. They could do it, but at this point in time, right now, they haven't done it. So yes, both sides are right. If you want to just save them and see in the future if they do it, you can. Or if you just want to exchange for a character you want to go and dupe out. For example, if you don't have Esterosa, you want him. You have dupes of Elizabeth that you don't need or don't want or whatever. Or you're a whale, you 6/6 somebody, and you're like, oh, should I trade it or should I save? Again, fully up to you. You decide. In the future, they could do it, or they could not. But again, on the side of giving you a guide here and talking about that, what characters to aim for, not Lost Vein, okay? Not Liz, not this, not this. These are all for free. You had a chance to obtain these for free. Even Bond over here. The thing is, Bond can work with dupes, so it's better to go for dupes for him, or even Merlin. It's just these 4 I can cross out right away. You had a chance to get them multiple times. Literally 2 banners in a row you can get them for free, which if you chose to do it, rather 1 banner for this, but I'm talking about this was like 2 banners, right? And this too. So up to you, but these 4 are kind of off it. These 2 I'd also say are super off it. Pull them on a banner and that's it. Just do that and you're good to go. I would aim for using your FES coins on more useful units that'll help you. Right now, if you want to save them, as usual, Infinity Merlin has not been added to the pool, which is very stupid. She should have been added 100%. They chose not to add her. She would have filled the spot right here. Again, in the future, you can wait for that one, but they didn't add her here. What you can aim for, though, is over here, Zeldris being pretty good. Margaret also for Goddess team. Cusack, no. This one over here being very good. So what I would say to make this super simple, the 3 characters I would aim for, if you're an unknown team, this is a very good unit, and for a lot of teams, it's a very good unit. This over here is an outstanding unit for a lot of PvE content and PvP. If you're running with a new melee on Demon team, you need this, okay? This is also the honorable mention over here, because this is very good for his passive, which will help you a lot in a lot of content, being both, or mainly PvP, right? But on multiple teams, for example, Unknown team, which is a highly good debuff team. This helps because his passive works off debuffs. Again, also on one of the teams that I showed in my last video, Zeldris comes in super clutch and helps on melee a lot. So that is a very good unit there. Again, Margaret, if you want that for just basic boost. King also, if you want to go farm and actually use him for a lot of that content. For PvE, he's a quick carry and good for all that stuff. So you can go and aim your coins to those. And again, on the side of spending coins, right? You only should spend when you max out a unit. All right, that's my 10 cents. Unless it's a unit, for example, like Old Wing King, and you only have one dupe, and the only way he's good really is 6/6. You can go ahead and trade that away. Lost Meliodas, go trade that away. Goddess Elizabeth, go trade that away. That's really kind of it. Merlin's still pretty good. Escanor still for his death ultimate. He's really good with dupes. So theoretically, the 3 you should always exchange are these ones. Maybe even Cusack if you get bored of him and you don't actually use him. That's also there. But again, when a unit is 6/6, there's no point to stock up FES coins, and it's mainly good to trade them only for this stuff. Yes, there is the rest of the coin shop, which does provide you value for your FES coins, but in my opinion, and this is my opinion only, I would never spend on any of this stuff. I would mainly just take the FES coin and just throw it to another festival unit that in the future you might not summon for, alright? In the future, you might have a unit that's like really good, but there's a collab right after and you can't make it for that unit, so you say, screw it, I'll wait 3 months and I'll get the unit from the coin shop later on. That's my plan. That's what I would do, but again, if you're a whale, you're a big beluga out there, you have a bunch of these, go and have fun over here. But still, I would never recommend it. I wouldn't aim for it. The rest of the coin shop, though, I'll give you a quick guide here. If there's any unit you ever need here, go and pick them up. This is a good unit for like rushing ultimates and PvE content if you need to, and being very annoying at PvP and just, you know, trolling around. It's pretty cool. That is a good unit there. The rest of them really aren't too spicy. Nowadays, these kind of have fallen off, other than this go through over here, which is still pretty good, and this for Ultra Rush, right? So there are some pretty decent ones here among the turd. There's also these two things, which they're a FES coin, a regular, sorry, SSR coin, for some, what is it, pendants or SSR tickets. So up to you if you want to go for those. Again, I'd lean on kind of saving these and either throwing them towards fully awakening a character, super awakening, right? Because again, pendants, you should be able to farm them. If you want to go and trade here and there, it's good. The value is not really too good there. Getting these here and there, if you want to go and get like a red Tarmiel, if like an SSR gotcha, wish gotcha drops, then that's pretty good because a 7% banner or a 6%, whatever it was on rate up, that's really good. 20%, I don't know what it was, but it's a really good chance, all right? So there is that. On the gold coin side of things, if you need anything here, these are kind of worth it. These are pretty good if you haven't already farmed for the burn and got all those. If you're like in desperate need of some mats, you go for those. This is also fine if you need a pendant really badly, go for it. On the silver coin side of things, this is really good. So first thing, I'll start at the bottom here because I want to mention this before I forget. Get this daily, or this, whichever one you actually do. I would say get this here and there if you need to go and do some extra PvP runs to get some extra gems, or just get this daily every single time so that you have extra stamina pots to use during auto grind times when you have to go and say, hey, you know, gear gotcha dropped, if that ever drops, boom, I need to go and farm. Just take care of that. This isn't that bad for some SSR pendants, but on the silver coin side of things, there's some good stuff here. Again, stamina pots you'll kind of aim to. These two are super useless. It's just, it takes forever to get something from them. I would just say, do not do it. It doesn't really work out. This stuff over here is all right. This is all right. Daily free, always just get it. It's free, clearly. The rest of the like small mats aren't too useful, but they are there. Mainly, I would say get like the 10 auto clear tickets here and there. It'll help you in the future when you actually have to go and farm the dungeon when something like event actually drops where it's needed. This is very good. The pendant is good here and there. These mats are pretty good also. So there are some decent things in the shop that can actually help you. It's just don't like spend on these things. It's like a gotcha, right? You're highly gonna fail. But if you're up for it, you want to get some extra dupes and stuff like that, go for it. I'm not going to stop you. But again, getting like on this banner is super useless. But there are some good things. The stamina pots constantly to have those for events when they drop. This again for events when they drop. These are extra mats. Again, some of these units are pretty good. But yeah, that's basically the quick video, quick guide on the shop, what to do and what not to do. But again, just if you want to save those lighter dark coins, up to you. In the future, they may do something with them, or they might never. That could really happen. So with it, I'll catch you in the next one. Have a stay safe. That's been it from me. Peace and enjoy. And yeah, not bad.